moving? Yeah.
That's a sign of fresh frogs.
Frog stuffed frogs.
Welcome to Chopstick Travel. I'm Luke Martin, and today I'm taking you on a Cambodian village food tour. I'm in the village of Kampong Khleang, just about an hour drive outside of Siem Reap. This village is built along the banks of the Tonlé Sap River. So the Tonlé Sap Lake is the largest lake in Southeast Asia, and this river feeds into that lake. The people who live here in Kampong Khleang live at the mercy of the Tonlé Sap. We're gonna learn about these people's lives, about the food that they eat. It's gonna be a great episode, so make sure you stay tuned until the end. Let's go eat some Cambodian village food. We're going to actually be going to one of these stilt homes to visit a family there that's going to be cooking us our lunch today here in Kampong Khleang. But just taking in the views of Kampong Khleang along this river, it's just absolutely incredible to see how they've built these houses above the water like this. So of course we have to take a boat to the restaurant slash homestay. In the dry season, you're able to drive, but here now it's the wet season. The only option is take a boat. Everything is flooded, so we're gonna jump in a little boat here across the river to the stilt home.
Oh my God.
So this is Zana, my local friend here. She's got a YouTube channel too. You can check it out. I'll put it down below. And we're on the boat, and you're scared of water, right?
Yeah, very scared.
Can you swim?
I cannot swim.
Okay, this might not be the right place for you. All right, we have arrived. That was awesome. So this is the homestay we're going to be having lunch at today. It is absolutely beautiful. I love it here already. I've never seen anything quite like this before. Everything's made from natural materials. We are up above the water. There's kids swimming, kids playing in the water. And this morning before arriving here, we actually stopped at the market in Siem Reap to pick up our ingredients for lunch today. We're at the Pasar Lu here in Siem Reap, grabbing our ingredients for dinner later today. This woman is selling what we've come for, frogs, local frogs. She's got the skinned and cleaned ones right here, but we went with the fresh ones because we've got to take them to the village, so fresher the better, I guess. Does it taste good?
Yeah, it tastes good also.
Yeah? What's it taste like?
But the one is the tiny, the one skinny and tiny is more better.
The skinny ones, yeah?
Yeah, but this one is, yeah, maybe it tastes delicious too.
Tastes like chicken?
Similar.
Yeah? Better?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes some of frog very better than
Okay.
chicken.
She's just got a very simple setup. Her cash register is basically underneath all of the dead skinned frogs. So that was $3 for a kg of frogs. So yes, today's menu, we are having frogs. Zana has assured me they are delicious. We also have some eels fresh from the river here. And actually on the way to the village this morning, we stopped for a traditional Khmer dessert called Kralan. Along the road to Kampong Khleang, there are tons of people selling kralan, which is the bamboo stuffed with sticky rice. You can see it's all lined up here, cooking away on charcoal. I'm not sure if there's any filling. Sometimes they have red bean on the inside, so we're gonna order one up and try it out. But just look at this row of bamboo cooking away on the charcoal. So she just peeled one open for me, and I was right. There's red beans on the inside. You can see it's stuffed with red beans, and it's made with coconut cream. It's sticky rice, though. I'm just gonna try to grab a piece with my fingers. There you go, look at that. cooked right in the bamboo with coconut, red beans. But the red beans are a little bit sweet. I mean, she hasn't added any sugar, but just the sweetness from the red bean. The taste of coconut, nice chewy, kind of like mochi, and smoky flavor. And this whole thing is just filled with sticky rice. Peel, oh boy, oh, this is the sticky rice right here. Look at that. You'll see this for sale all along the roads here in Cambodia. It's like a street snack. Cool. So you were telling me earlier that you like eating frogs.
Yeah, that's my favorite too.
It's your favorite, yeah?
Yeah.
What else? What else do you eat here in
Black
Cambodia?
spider.
Black spiders. Are we having that today? No.
Today, no.
Okay, good. What about snakes too? You were saying you like snakes.
I do like snakes sometimes.
Oh yeah, but people here in Cambodia, they eat a lot of snake and spider and,
Yeah.
and frog, everything, right?
Everything.
So our fresh frogs from the market are skinned and cleaned. We also are having eels. He put the eels on ice, which is really interesting. I've never seen that before, but basically it's just to slow them down so he can handle them a little bit better when he's cleaning them. And we're also gonna have a type of soup using snakehead fish. Snakehead fish is commonly found in the Tonlé Sap and the river systems. Actually, the Tonlé Sap River is one of the most productive inland fisheries in the entire world. It's absolutely massive, largest one in Southeast Asia, but I mean, it's like an ocean in the middle of Cambodia. So some of the frogs were minced into minced frog meat, but some of them are just kept kind of whole or cut in half, just the heads removed, I guess. And that's because she is actually going to stuff these frogs. So we're having stuffed Cambodian frogs. I've never had this dish before. There's a lot of unique dishes here in Cambodia that I'm learning about on this trip. So she's making the filling for the frogs, which is the minced frog meat with a little bit of minced pork belly as well. And then salt, pepper, MSG, galangal, lemongrass, all kinds of Khmer spices and ingredients, and also peanuts. So then that's gonna actually get stuffed inside of the frogs and then grilled.
Is it moving? Yeah.
That's a sign of fresh frogs. So she really stuffs those frogs full. They ballooned up with all that filling, and now they're straight onto the charcoal to grill away. They were kind of cooking over the charcoal, sort of smoking away. Frog stuffed frogs.
Yes.
And you eat the bone too?
Also, because you see the leg,
Yeah.
the little leg is very crispy.
Okay, so
And
just the whole
yummy.
thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and
that's
we've
it.
got two different types of soup, both with snake fish. And then over here we've got the stir-fried eel, which was just prepared. Looks like some basil in there.
Yeah, basil.
Basil, yeah, stir-fried with chilies, basil, and all kinds of spices, turmeric and everything.
I think I choose this one.
Okay,
Those.
that's a plump one. They're really stuffed full.
Look at
Look. Yeah, the whole frog, the entire thing. Oh, you're gonna lose a leg. So going just for
You
a
can
bite
see
of the body.
peanut
Yeah.
inside too.
Peanuts inside too, which is a really interesting ingredient. Cheers.
Cheers.
Stuffed frogs. Mmm.
So delicious. I like the ingredient inside, very good.
Mmm. Really strong lemongrass flavor.
Okay.
All kinds of lemongrass. It doesn't taste like froggy.
Oh.
No, that's good.
You can try the leg also nice. The leg.
Yeah, let me get.
This one maybe.
Let me try that. Frog
Like
leg.
this one here.
Just the whole thing, yeah? Yeah, okay. Yeah,
This meat. Nice.
okay. A little frog drumstick. Oh, there goes his foot. Oh my gosh, it's really good.
Yeah.
The flavor of that lemongrass and the crunch from the peanuts too. I think I'll avoid the bone, but it tastes like chicken. Really, I know that's cliche, but it really does taste like chicken. And the amount of spices in there really masks any kind of smell. These are farmed frogs. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I do.
Yeah.
Now I know why you say you like to eat this all the time.
Yeah. I used to eat, so it's delicious. That's why all Cambodian, they always never forgot this one.
Yeah.
Frog.
Wow. Okay. The stuffing in there. It's a little bit of pork, but it's mostly just the frog stuffed inside the frog. It's really interesting. Yeah. Lots of lemongrass in there. It's got full-on lemongrass flavor. Little peanuts in there, crunchy peanuts you can see too. That's pretty much just the filling, kind of just fell out of there. It's delicious.
Yeah, it's good.
It's actually delicious. I'm gonna finish my whole frog for sure. Okay, let's try the eel.
Yeah.
Stir-fried eel. Is there bones in there?
In the middle.
In the
yes.
middle? Okay. Fresh from the river here. It's a little spicy. A little bit kind of like gelatinous, kind of fatty. Yum.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, try. It's got a kick to it. Some spice for sure. And the basil. It tastes like sort of Thai flavor. The boats are ripping by. Their engines are a little bit loud. This is such a cool experience. We're literally not floating on the river, but floating above the river. It's good, right?
Very yummy.
The flavor is
Flavor.
perfect.
Perfect.
Garlic, turmeric, yum. Okay, I'm gonna try the soup. There's tons of winter melon in there. There is snakefish as
Pineapple
well.
also.
Pineapple in there too. Is that pineapple? Really? Okay, awesome. That's gonna be delicious. Try to find a piece of snakefish here. Not snake. We were gonna have snake today, but couldn't find it. Not too much flavor. It's a light soup. Oh, there's the pineapple. Yum. Oh, that goes so good in there. It tastes like Thai gang som. Some fish flavor in there as well. Prohok inside?
Yeah. Fresh
Yeah.
hope.
Prohok. Done. Famous Cambodian fermented fish. A little kind of umami fishy flavor. And I think it's gonna start raining. It just did start raining. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna try.
The stuffed filling of the frogs is so full of flavor, but even just the meat by itself, it's like sort of smoked, kind of smoked dried. It's got a nice texture to it. It's like a chicken wing. It's seriously just like a chicken wing. Yum. People should be eating more frogs,
Yeah.
because in Cambodia you eat, but in Canada we don't eat frogs. But it's a good source of protein. Same with snake too.
Yeah.
And sometimes snakes can be invasive. So consider snake for your next meal. So what did you say the name of this one was in Khmer?
We call cocoa soup.
Cocoa.
This is a traditional Khmer dish.
That's really good. Strong coconut flavor. The coconut milk in there. Fresh fish, crunchy veggies. What a meal. This village is less popular than the other floating village called Kampong
Kampong
Khleang.
Khleang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think here you get a more authentic view of the real life of the Khmer people living on the banks of the Tonlé Sap. The other Kampong Khleang's a little bit touristic, right?
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of tourists. But this has been such a cool experience already. The food's delicious and the people are so friendly. We're gonna finish off our food and then we're gonna go for a boat tour. This is insane. It just started pouring, and this is a perfect example of how the Tonlé Sap raises and lowers so much between the seasons. They actually say that it goes from about 1,000 square miles in the dry season to about 4,000 square miles, so it quadruples in size. It just started pouring out of nowhere. Not sure we're gonna make it on the boat ride now. I find it absolutely fascinating to witness the way of life of the people here in Kampong Khleang. They are completely dependent on the water level of the lake. If they have an extraordinarily wet season, it could flood the whole village and ruin everything. Or if they have an extraordinarily dry season, it could mean no fishing, which is critical to their livelihood. They rely completely on fishing in this village. So I don't know there's anywhere quite like it in the world, and especially the amount of fluctuation between the water levels in the dry and wet season. So we are cruising down the Tonlé Sap River. This is a busy, busy body of water. There is a lot of boats going, and this is one of the world's most biodiverse lakes. In fact, it's the 4th most in the world. I was just reading online. Over 300 species of fish. There's crocodiles in here. There are even otters that live in here. Tons and tons of birds, including extremely rare ones like the giant ibis. And we are heading towards the lake, but just taking in the views of the village along both sides of the water. This is absolutely incredible. I think everybody coming to Siem Reap should come to Kampong Khleang. This is just so, so cool. I've never seen anything like it. Some of the houses like these ones here are not actually on stilts. They're floating. They've got some sort of flotation device underneath the house that actually allows them to float, and then they'll move with the water. As the water level increases, they'll come closer to the village, but as it decreases, they'll have to go further out towards the lake. Without the Tonlé Sap, there very well may not be a modern-day Cambodia. The ancient Khmer kingdom relied completely on this body of water, and it was so abundant with food and water that they didn't need to worry about it. They were able to flourish and do artistic things like their ancient carvings of Angkor Wat. In fact, they actually used the water of the Tonlé Sap to move massive stones to Angkor to build the temple. And still to this day, so many people live along this river and rely on this river. And over 70% of Cambodia's inland fish catch comes from this water. So you can just imagine how important it is. One more fun fact about the Tonlé Sap: it's the only river in the world that changes the direction of flow according to the season. So as the lake fills from the monsoon, it will then start to flow down the river. But as the water dries and the lake level lowers, the water will start to flow back into the lake. It's the only river in the world that does that. And during the time, the dry season around November, the farmers will capture the water as it flows backwards to irrigate their crops. It's the only river in the world that does that. However, it reminds me of, in my hometown, St. John, New Brunswick, we have something called the Reversing Falls. That's caused by the tidal changes. It's the highest tide change in the world. This is different. This is changing due to the seasonal differences of the monsoon. It looks like we're almost going through a mangrove forest, but we're not. It's actually just a flooded forest. These are just normal trees, not mangroves. Look how narrow this little channel is. This is so cool, guys. You've got to come here if you're in Siem Reap, and this whole trip to Siem Reap, this time in Cambodia, has been awesome. I love this place. Between the temples, the food, the friendly people, the incredible culture and history, this is really a must-visit destination. It should be on everybody's bucket list. Okay, guys, that's it for our episode here in Cambodia. This area of Tonlé Sap is just incredible. Huge thank you to Zana for showing me around. Thank you so much. Check out her YouTube channel. It'll be down in the description box, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of Chopstick Travel. Bye.